By the way, this is our plan. I give the lowdown to the two about what our group is planning.
Nods. Nods. Goes. Do you want like a reading? See if it'll go well or not.
Do you? I mean, could you do that?
Sure. Doesn't really cost me anything but time.
Sure. I've never had my fate read before. It's weird.
Didn't Marie do that to you like the second day you were here?
Marie did that to someone else. I think Marie did that to you. And we said, "Oh yeah, you're
Yeah, because I
pregnant."
was asking about my love life or something.
Yeah.
Like it was like 2 months ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, lots happened.
Let me see. Technically, this will be an augury, so it's not going to be very accurate. But hey ho, you get what you pay for. Which
I
in this case is nothing. Or at least you would if I could remember what the fucking hex was called. Come on, one of yous. I thought it was called prophecy, but minor prophecy. That's why. Let us see. Nell takes some time, goes into her room, does something, question mark, and eventually comes out looking a little bit red-eyed and goes, "Yeah, good and bad. Sorry, that's useless."
Are you high?
No, you're high.
Yeah, you're high.
No,
Hi.
you're
Ha
no.
You should share. Fine.
Actually, Nell goes into her room and pulls out this massive bong, like my new weapon.
It's a weapon?
Yeah,
You gonna toke people to death?
maybe. Oh
No,
no, it's like, see, you put it in here and then you blow and it makes like a big cloud.
no, I support your druggy opportunities, but there becomes a point of like, why?
Let it be my whole personality, Aaron. You're all
Yeah,
robots and shit. I don't judge you.
it is not my entire personality. I read bad romance novels, and I'm too caring for my friends that I get panic attacks when they're hurt.
Oh great, you have 3 things. Good for you.
You have one.
I spelled developed.
You're a witch.
Is that a
Just say it.
personality trait?
No, it isn't. As much as Ash wants to say,
Yes.
no, it is not. It means you have like a magical STD.
Wow, you could just up to my face saying I have an STD. That's harsh, Aaron.
I'm
After all
just
the
trying.
things you just asked me to do for you.
I'm simply trying to help you, and maybe if you help diversify yourself, you would be more interested in the love department. All I'm saying.
You focus on your problems, girl.
I am.
Okay. Where were we?
You were gonna.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, I recommend doing that. You would look very, very stoned. Okay. Uh, do you want to go to the place where we're
Sid
gonna?
wants to bet that Nell is just like just sat in her room. Just gonna just play Ocean Man, throw on some SpongeBob, grab the bong. Just feel like bitches can't tell me what to do.
So, Laz, do you want to come with me towards this horrible idea, or no?
Well, if you want me to actually help Nell to test on one of these things, I should stay here, no?
You're right. I can
I
conduct
mean,
my own tests there.
if you want me with you, I'll come.
I mean, your ability to, make things die is as almost as good as Alana's. So, I mean, the more murder I collect around me, the better.
Sure.
I was also thinking about maybe taking Nell, but frankly, she seems. I don't know. I'll offer to her, and also it's up to you. I don't. Frankly, we got a lot of people there already, and actually thinking about it, if you and Nell go with me, I'll put Gladrion here to defend the house, and if you don't want to come, I'll bring Gladrion with me.
What kind of check? Roll me diplomacy. I was pretty much looking to see if you get a 1, honestly. I'll come.
Okay. All right. It is an alchemist's building, so we will have alchemist supplies there.
Yeah, I was there with you before, remember?
I'm aware. I'm just sort of reiterating this so I can keep things straight in my head.
Okay.
Sorry. I'll ask Nell. I guess, too. Same posed question. It's up to her. Yeah. Hey, Nell, I'm sorry I insulted you. Do you want to go hang out in a party at the alchemist place?
Just a second.
You don't
Yeah,
have to worry.
sure, why not?
Cool. You don't have to worry about property damage there.
Ah, yes.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Laz.
As the group slowly grows.
All right. I think that's a pretty good lineup.
So I've recruited the dark, mysterious, and possibly lesbians.
Possibly lesbians. Ash, have you seen them?
Listen, I have some. Okay, I don't have that many gray friends. We're pretty good friends. There's nothing between us.
Would I
You're
mean that?
great friends with Hippos. There's nothing between you.
That's correct. But
Ipos looks sad.
what? What's wrong with you, Hippos?
I mean romantically, Hippos.
Oh.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
still best partner.
Ipos
Damn
is
it.
best.
Yes, Dark.
Do we have someone? Do we know anyone capable of casting Iron Skin who has Scribe Scroll?
Hold on. Is Iron Skin a cleric spell?
It's a cleric, witch, alchemist, psychic, ranger.
Princeton.
Yeah, you could get Princeton to get someone with Scribe Scroll to go do it.
Okay. I would like to please have a scroll of Iron Skin. They can split the money between them.
Yay. Yes, this is also. I should also mention, for those of you who use weapons, might be a good time to get weapons that are aligned to good somehow. For those of you without weapons, might be a good time to buy some scrolls which give you buffs. Because I'll tell you now, this is what's kind of coming up is probably going to be more wave defensive than anything, so you'll have time to buff.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, Terry Ann. I don't personally possess a gaydar. Do you think he does?
Why are you interested in him?
No, I'm curious if I want to pair him up with Ren. Ren seems sad.
I think Ren is perfectly capable of attempting that themselves.
Are you sure about that? He's, gestures.
Huh. He's attractive.
Yeah, but he also fumbles over himself. Dude's got no game.
Ash shrugs. If they want my help, they'll get it. Otherwise,
I'm not asking you to
he's-
help. I'm asking if you could predict.
eh,
All right, fine. All right, that seems like a good wrap up, guys. I don't know what everyone has planned for preparing. I have a plan. Ipos, I'm gonna need measurements.
Ipos worried?
Ipos should not worry. I have many gifts. Besides, best kobold needs improvements though.
But Ipos best there is.
Ipos could be better. Bestest.
Ipos already bestest.
I also might be affected by the disease, but I doubt it actually is impacting my decision making right now. But
That is
still,
not true
come
at
with me.
Ipos does have his own plan, so he will come
It's-
with, but don't take his whole day.
Just measurements. It's just measurements. I don't need you anything.
I know how
beyond that.
detailed these measurements can become.
Yes. You can probably slap Aaron away at the hour mark and do your own thing.
Okay. That's fair enough, Ren. You can get some asbestos cloth. Ignore the mesothelioma.
It's in the list of things you can purchase. Very heavy.
Mesothelioma?
No, just flame retardant, heavy leather clothing.
No.
In case I get caught in Aaron's splash range again this time, at least I'll have a little bit of ER against this.
I'm going to spend a quarter of a day building a wayfinder for Ipos.
Whoop.
And
Is it the one we talked about?
it is not.
He's talking.
I mean, unless JMac, the thing I posed to you, I don't know how much that's going to cost.
Huh? What was this thing? The latest thing?
Yeah.
I already said. There.
Or did you?
I assume you mean that thing, since we're being vague about it.
Oh shit, you pinned it. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll spend time building that and that. And actually, technically, that's not much money at all.
Also, keep in mind, Tinder, if you have a Wayfinder, you can now take advantage of the Ion Stars enhancement bonus thingy.
Yep.
And sure, if Alana wants to buy the sweater, I shall knock it off the list. Or strike for it, whatever. Yoink. I'll also remind people of the discount expired potions. Should you maybe want to buy healing potions or such.
You know, I might. How much gold do I have?
Let's see. Da, 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 da.
I'll take 2 of them.
Sure. This is not including any money that you would have earned recently, which I can add on very quickly. Ash currently has. Fuck, you're the person who actually puts it into platinum. I'll just DM you it. Actually, should I just say it out loud? Do you care?
I don't care.
You have 40 platinum, 21 gold pieces, a bunch of silver, and a bunch of copper. You also would have gotten 490 gold pieces from the fight with the big boy thingamabob, the Duke of Silver Shades. So you're at 511. So you're at how much is platinum's 10
I'm
pieces?
at 8.
Yeah.
I'm at like 8. Yeah, I'm at like 800 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might actually want to invest in a couple of long-lasting buffs.
Also, if you haven't already divvied them out, you probably want to decide who's getting stuff like Peacock's Rating and other magical items from that thing.
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
really know who-
that thing wasn't that one going to Priz? Because she could use
Oh, yeah.
the quills with point blank shot and all that.
I think that was vaguely the idea.
Yeah.
I'll add that to
I
our
remember that Silas took the Feyweave's shift.
Yeah, and I think you also took Cruel Thorn.
Did I? I remember us just like talking
I
about
think-
maybe, but
I think you did.
Yeah, if nobody else is
Yeah.
using it, you might as well hold on to it.
yeah. Also, I thought I put that armor in already. Not.
Save 40 on roll 20. Please say yes. Yay!
What, weapons, though?
Yes, I don't have to actually put in.
Yeah,
a lot
I mean,
of
it was
money
one of the
on
core weapons, so thankfully it exists.
like a pleb. Having to actually rate things.
Oh no, how terrible.
It's mostly annoying when you have to put in spells.
I will also say, J-Mac, the army braces have been surprisingly useful.
Oh.
One, because of what Ren was doing in the downtime.
Ah, I see.
They literally just show up and suddenly dump 50 weapons out of the braces. And secondly, I'm carrying a lot of weapons right now.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm carrying multiple great swords, daggers, and spears in that thing. Because I can weaponize them. Because, yay, one of my spells literally turns weapons into guns, basically. It destroys them afterwards, but oh well, that's why I have lots of them.
Yeah.
Sadly, I don't have that many second level spell slots, so I won't be able to, push it.
Just trying to think what potions would be good for me to buy. 'Cause I think a couple of expired healing potions and like oh god, what level is bark skin?
2.
That's not
Oh.
bad.
The Rangers get bark skin at 1. No, we don't. Never mind. Ignore me.
It's solidly 2 across the board.
Yeah, I think investing in like a couple of healing potions and a couple of bark skin potions probably be good.
That's why I bought a scroll of iron skin, because it's going to be what I'll be using.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like I could give one of these to like I could just take one of these. I can give one to Prismelody. That'll get my AC up to something not reasonable but less terrible.
Goals. And just
Sure.
clearing.
It's also one of the points why I regret something.
Mm.
Hmm.
I regret not taking spell scars.
Ah, I see.
Because I could have then preloaded a whole bunch of spells as extra
That's
spell
fair.
slots for ammunition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Spell Scars is probably my favorite Magus Arcana.
Because I only get 2 second level spells per day right now. They're potent, but I only get 2 of them. Spell scars could have meant I could have, in theory, had like 8 of them.
Have a low cost of money.
Yeah, well, Ren is basically the constant bankrupt character anyway, so.
Yeah.
Which is weird. He's a character who doesn't necessarily need to spend money on like equipment. Yet he spends tons of money on equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, J-Mac,
Yeah.
I can afford to do both for Ippos. I will.
Okay.
Ippos, you have Stormlure's Wayfinder,
Oh right, yeah, I do remember also
E?
talking about that.
and you possess an item.
I possess many items.
At least
Aaron will kind of strap to your left arm.
I poke it repeatedly.
It's a big gauntlet-looking thing that goes around your wrist mostly, but doesn't really interfere with your hands, except for it has one strand going from the gauntlet to your middle finger that allows you to activate it, like sort of like just pulling your wrist down and activating the item. And as soon as you put it on, it feels warm to look at, like your like sun rays are hitting you from the wherever the angle of your glove is being held at, like you're sitting in a bright sunlight. It's not putting off any light, it just feels that way. Okay, Ithos, I want you to aim somewhere and cast one of your lightning spells, but make sure you aim it with your left hand. I know you're not left hand dominant, but you'll have to make it work.
So very tempted to just aim at Evan.
I see what you're looking at, but don't. Please.
Tough.
Just
He'll-
cast a lightning spell and it will should work.
He will do the sensible thing. He'll go over to the window, open it, and aim at something outside.
Oh my god. First of all, what
Something that's not a person.
Okay. Are you casting like an actual spell or are you doing a cantrip? How flashy is it possibly being?
First level spell.
Okay, so probably your
It's my sorcerer spells. I don't have anything else to do with them during the downtime.
Fair enough. First of all, roll me damage, and second of all, roll me a d100.
That damage dice
Or
on a
rather-
d100.
Yes, or rather, as Ipos casts this, it's almost a bit like trying to squeeze magic for a strainer. The damage that comes out is not actually as powerful as your regular spell would be. Decrease your damage dice by 1 step, which for d6 is d4s.
Don't like that. Okay, I forgot the slash. My keyboard's dying.
Still,
Now there's a
the
space there.
keyboard.
There we go.
Uh-oh. Why the D100s? What have I come back to?
Evan strapped a
Ipos-
thing to Ipos's arm and told him to shoot magic through it.
Epos, the lightning that's squeezed through this gauntlet is pure white, and as it strikes something, it doesn't so much burn as it seems to just obliterate it, as the electrical damage of your attack has been converted into holy damage. However, the gauntlet after you cast seems to result in residual heat for like a couple of seconds, but nothing else.
Well, I've been frustrated with Kalash recently, and frankly, Robert gave me an idea. Figured, convert an item that's not meant to kill anything into a death ray. And frankly, the closest thing I have to a death ray is you, Ippos. So I know you were getting a little bit upset about the lack of the ability to send 10,000 volts through a demon because they don't really care. They should care about this.
It's still not many zappy bits, but this fun, this good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I figured disintegration should be, on the list of things you should be capable of as a Cobalt Dragon.
Yes.
Herself. Aaron is a true mad scientist.
Yes, she is, and Ipos is her favourite test subject.
In addition, apparently, Aaron's spot for Ippos is as weapon of mass destruction and as portable generator.
Yeah. figured I could do a sort of a 1-2 punch of annoy Kalash and help you. I know it works out. It feels good.
Let's not call on Kolosh when we have the ability to use divine power.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, by the way, Ippos, Kalash is dead to you. Don't think of them at all.
Who?
They hate that. Exactly. Thank you.
Who that?
Not important.
The sky starts to ripple angrily.
Aaron, you're gonna get Silas cursed again.
I don't think he's going to get Silas cursed.
I'm trying to figure out though if what she's done is blasphemy or heresy.
Yes.
Blasphemy.
I don't know why you'd choose to piss off the person who runs the service that delivers your mail, but good job. Amazon.com is very disappointed in you.
Yes. Down with Amazon.
We're not really Amazon, but still.
Yeah, blasphemy if it makes more sense.
I'm down with Amazon.
Unfortunately, I'll also do 2 less damage from that because I don't get my kobold bonus.
No. It's an electrical spell that gets converted as you cast it. It is an electrical spell.
It's awkward in that case.
Essentially, treat it as electrical, except as it comes out, you just change it to holy damage. So all of your bonuses for electricity applies to it.
It's amusing because technically what Tinder's doing, he's converting cold into electricity and he's converting electricity into holy.
Yeah.
I will note, anytime you make a holy spell, you do need to roll a d100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You do not know what this does yet, smiley face.
I mean, probably piss off Kolosh.
I mean, the gauntlet's heating up as well, so I imagine it's like how much it's heating up by.
Yeah, and also be careful. That thing is... I'll probably have to revisit it at some point.
It may or may not melt onto your hand and make you into a permanent death laser.
Yeah, might be a problem.
I'm struggling to see a downside.
Yeah. So now you have this and Storm Lure with the Wayfinder.
Yes, which I need to...
And I am now out of money.
How much of the money I gave you did this take up?
All of it and more. I went into my money to make this.
I guilt-tripped him into making me things.
That seems like you.
Taking this opportunity to eat a biscuit.
Good plan.
Oh, good. J-Mac. You know all the money I've spent over the last couple of days?
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly refunded by the reward I've gotten for spending on my spell slots over the last couple of days.
Great.
I have made a net 0 out of this.
Can I combine this new toy with Stormlore?
No, spells only.
I mean, doesn't Stormlord just give you like a fucking shieldy thingy?
It gives you a shield thingy, but you can, as a swift action, sort of end the shieldy thing and just fill the area around you with lightning.
Right.
Technically, it doesn't actually end it. It's just once during the thing you can do it, but at no point does it say it ends the effect.
Oh, you're right.
That's true.
Okay. Yeah. Then it's fine. Oh, in case you're wondering, I do have a picture for Stormlure.
Ooh.
See if I can find it.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else before we need to do? I guess there's GW.
J-Mac, I have a question.
We.
Now, as a dragon sorcerer, I presume Tarion knows mage armor.
Let me check his spell slots. Oh, that's what you're posting. He does indeed know mage armor. He also has 2 pages of spell knowledge, but I doubt either of those are going, or 3 pages of spell knowledge, but I doubt either of those are going to be particularly useful for you.
I mean, what are they?
Jump, air bubble, and snowball.
Snowball could be useful in certain situations, not at the moment.
Yeah, he kind of wants to keep a hold of snowball.
That said, if it's possible, he could provide me a mage armor at the start of the fight.
Yeah, he has 8 first level slots. He's happy enough to do that.
Because in that case, that saves me spending a spell slot on armor. Yeah, I can't enchant it, but that's fine. I can deal with that.
I will say for this, obviously I'll move you over to a map so you can kind of plan out how you want to do things. But not all your companions necessarily need to be in it or secondary. You can have people join you directly in the fight for this. Just depends on who you want. In particular, I probably suggest keeping Aster as secondary because I'll be honest, fire not good against demons and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Honestly, Epos has just brought him with because they're friends.
I mean, that's fair. But he's also useful if you...
And it was either that or Horse Lady.
Please
yeah,
no.
I'm afraid Reina does not function well in underground evil.
I know, it's really annoying because I want to bring Horse Lady at some point, but we keep going into dungeons.
That's fair.
If I it's
Well-
Dungeons and Dragons.
It's true. And though, in fairness, Aster's first ability might still be useful. Magical and mundane fire effects might hit you.
Yep.
I mean, actually, how's that ability worded?
With letters. Hold on.
Thank you. Very useful.
Look, I don't
It,
necessarily.
it was something like magical and mundane fire spells and effects from creatures of half my level just don't affect me.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
there
can
he
avoid
is.
mundane fire and spells and magical effects from that have an effective or of levels lower than basically 2.
As long as they
My
have the
read-
fire descriptor.
My reason I was wondering was I didn't know it had that level cap on it. Else I was like, oh, well, that protects you against Aaron.
Yeah,
it didn't.
nah. I
mean, it
keep
would-
forgetting it's got the level cap on it as well.
It would still technically. I guess it. It's awkward because bombs aren't like a spell.
There's supernatural fire effects, technically speaking.
Yeah,
Yep.
They're still magical, they're just not spells.
yeah. That Fist of Flame and Find It Wanting's more for
It
versus
depends.
fire spells.
It depends whether the bombs have the fire descriptor. It protects against things with the fire descriptor.
I mean, I'd say technically they're fire bombs after all.
I mean, the general rule is anything that deals elemental damage has the descriptor of the element it does.
Let me check something.
Mhm.
Also, no, it's mundane fire, so you could argue that as well.
Yeah. Because it's a
Bombs are
both
weird.
bombs are technically supernatural.
They're technically supernatural, but they're
Yeah.
I'd say they could protect you from Aaron's bombs.
well, that's something. So, Aaron, hit your post hearts for content.
It's
Okay.
kind of like the intended
Wow.
effect is basically you gain good fire protection.
Well, the reason I was actually saying wait because I'm not sure because I think actually my extracts lost the supernatural effect because I think they're actually just items now because of my archetype.
Nope.
I'll look at it.
Well, I'm still protected against mundane fire, which normal items would come under.
Yeah.
Okay then. Before I move on, is there anyone else you want to attempt to convince to come with you? I realize you already have quite a lot of people.
Not to come with.
I-
I don't really feel like emptying the school of people. This is not a good idea.
I do need
mean-
to convince someone of things, but not to come with.
Yeah, I mean, I need to talk to Ash's teacher about materials and then lie to them slightly about how Receive worded things, but
Ironically, your the words teacher now has a card, but I realize you can't see it. Let's see. Ipos, you said you wanted to talk to someone. I'm just gonna write a list, then we can go down them.
I'm done. Making Storm Lure took 3 days, so.
Okay.
I mean, you already know what Ren's doing for several days, which is just basically building weapons and armor for the general populace.
My talk probably won't take 3 days, so for the rest of it I'll be doing the spell stuff we discussed before, the soften stone and...
Yeah, it's just getting through this all before moving on to building
Yes.
your base defense. Oh yeah, for those of you who want to over 3 days help, bolster defenses, cast spells to earn money, for each day you can roll yourself a skill check, or you could use. Well, technically, you can use both if you have the spell slots to do other stuff. But at base, you can roll an applicable skill that you think might be helpful for helping, make weapons, build defenses, blah blah blah, and you earn 2 times that skill's worth in gold pieces.
Neat. So I can do that in addition to all the spell slots I've spent.
Yes, because I mean, overall, casting a spell is takes like 6 seconds. Unless
I mean,
you're technically using Mikkel.
I mean, the spell itself might take a couple of hours, but it's like total runtime.
Which
Yeah,
then
okay.
is using
In that case-
fucking take 20.
I mean, I'm
Jesus.
gonna do some craft weaponsmithing then, as you know, for the days.
Yeah, I'm hardly surprised.
Because that was kind of my whole point. Is I was arming up the villagers and fellow adventurers and fixing gear. I mean, probably there's some armor making in there, but let's be honest, probably just lots of crossbows for people.
Very good weapons.
The weapons a peasant can use, which is the main point.
Yeah.
You know, if anyone wants anything more exotic, I'm fine. You know, if someone wants a great maul, yeah, I can build that. But
It'll help break up the mundanity of building just bolt after bolt.
oh, don't worry, bolt production is I've got Astro set to automatic programming for bolt production right now.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm making the crossbows, Astro making the bolts.
I actually need to make sure that I don't fuck up making Stormlure, so let me do that quick.
As you would put it, sideline. Ren has put his subconscious to start building a bolt.
I neither can cast Lightning Bolt or Wind Wall, so that increases the DC.
Okay then. Is there anyone else who wants to go talk to people so I can write it down? I know Big B, you want to have a chat with him, Big Brain.
Yeah.
J-Mac, they're very good weapons.
Damn.
Do I need a roll for each separate day?
Yes, please. I'm afraid you cannot cost buy in your 38 for every single day.
I mean, that's pretty good still.
That's pretty good. That's like a couple hundred gold pieces.
I keep in mind Ren already doubles his production time,
Yeah.
so I'm getting quadruple all that.
Jesus. School. Hey, where's all our money going? Ren.
Hey, the thing is, it's not just going to a black hole. People are getting high quality weapons and armor out of it.
Woo! I beat the DC by 15. Yay.
Like, honestly,
You're
like,
worried?
I
Yeah,
could
on-
technically fail it.
like honestly, Jeremy, I think actually the more interesting part for Ren is the fact that he starts running out of workshop space as he's working, and has to put the weapons into his braces to deliver.
Just buried under bolts.
Like right now, he's got his braces, so he can then just show up at like, "Hey, Cup Storm, here's your delivery of weapons." Massive pile appears.
But we didn't order any. Okay.
School
Cupstorm has,
mandated.
like-
You don't have a choice. Here are your weapons.
I mean, anyone who's normally an adventurer anyway probably already has weapons, so unless they're getting them repaired.
Yeah, also there's like 4 like fucking monk/brawlers in the Cup Storm.
Mhm.
Of all the dorms who needs weapons, it's probably not them.
Also, they have multiple weaponsmiths, so they're pretty good. But you get the point. Also, I imagine Ren's getting a lot of commissions from people. Also, like since people know like demons are potentially options.
Yeah, cold iron ammo and such.
Yeah, which thankfully, like the DC for Colin, Ren can do in his sleep. That's not an issue.
Good to know.
Ren only starts struggling once you get up to Mithril and Adamantine. Though even then, he can do Mithril just fine. Adamantine's depends on what you're wanting to make out of Adamantine. That could be a problem.
That's fair. Okay.
For Ren, it's probably more of just a lack of proper facilities and inability to do it.
I don't
on
have a
personal
forge.
level.
I have a forge around here that goes up to 20,000 degrees.
I have a fire friend that does.
I mean, that means I'll need Asta to just sit there for hours heating the forge.
Lester's per breastplate, long forgotten. Floating in the wind.
Hold on. By the power of Aster and Candle put together, we will smelt this adamantine.
We will smoke all this.
I mean, if I had both of them aiding me, I think I probably could meet the Adamantine DC. Even for complex projects. So,
Okay.
wow,
Hippos.
that's not a bad output. I got 404 gold out of silver.
Jesus
That's-
Christ. Yeah, that's some spending money.
Oh shit. Also Ippos. Tinder?
Yes. Sorry, I
Uh,
was muted. Sorry.
While you wear Stormlure, you do get a +2 to fly.
Ooh,
Oh, did you make it with
The Galrock hide, yes.
nice. I'll take
your
it.
flappies?
To look at what I can steal stats from people now, can't I?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Should be listed under
The Ion Star.
You can still charisma, intelligence, strength, dexterity, everything but con and wisdom.
You
No
know,
con, no-
I think I'll go and steal some strength because that would be so useful to me.
God, I know, right? Strength is the best.
Yeah, let me update that. So it's strength, dex, and charisma.
no con anymore because you lost Wolf.
Yeah.
Also, there's a new skill bonus on there, technically speaking,
Oh yeah. Let me replace.
and the new skill on there. I suppose for Ren, I suppose the relevant thing for Ren would be like his top skill is without a doubt weaponsmithing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very niche skill though to give out. But
I mean,
And the
it's
skill,
technically whatever your
Would be
highest
how it do.
skill is.
the skill
my
that's
highest
given,
skill is weaponsmithing. So
the skill that's given out does that have to be connected to the stat you give, or just any?
It's when you pick int.
Yeah, and
It's-
any
it's-
skill, but
But
it.
that
Yeah,
ranks him for free. So
yeah.
you're not picking int, so it doesn't apply.
It doesn't have to be an int skill.
No,
But,
no, I'm just thinking of like what Ipos would add to the pool.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you don't
that's
give
tricks. You have it
int.
too now.
Yeah, you don't give int. Sorry.
Oh right, yeah, that's because of have fucking int is either a top or contested
Yeah,
top
That's our
Right.
attribute.
I'm sorry, but when literally the rest of the party is giving a skill, it kind of makes me think
Yeah.
maybe everybody does. I don't know.
I can't help it that this party is like int casters a trench coat of you on top.
Listen,
wasn't-
J-Mac. Like 60% of casters are basically int based.
Also, like, I was about to do something else. We're in a school campaign. It should be full of nerds.
I know, but there's still plenty of other people who use like wisdom charisma.
I'm sorry, I'm not smart.
Oh no, you're pretty smart.
Don't worry, Ipos, you're plucky. That covers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for like my other skills. Like I have a lot of skills all tied at +10 bonus, but then it's +16 for craft weapons. So
Yeah, technically mine actually should be disabled device now, but
Oh, let me change that then. But I don't think anyone was grabbing craft alchemy.
yeah.
if you ignore item bonuses, the next one that comes after my weapon smithing is knowledge engineering, which is not a big surprise either.
No.
Or fly, tied with knowledge engineering.
I just get a ton of random miscellaneous bonuses to disable device.
I get tons of
Yeah.
miscellaneous bonuses to craft weapons. So
Okay. Ash, you wish to go talk to your
Mhm.
words teacher.
Yep.
I've actually made a hand up for him. Since you can't see it, I'll just kind of read it out. The words and symbols teacher is Anad Ludenberg, a renowned, actually past academic from the Nifsian Royal Institute in Tallspire, but for some reason came to Silveridge. Nobody's quite sure why. But you can certainly go talk to her if you want to go steal things from her / ask her things.
I'm not going to steal things.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what you're planning.
But yeah, I basically just want to kind of go up to her and go, "Hey, Teach, I need a favor."
Hold on, I need to get into old position.
Assume the old position.
There is a certain posture you have to go with, yes.
This involves a lot of hunching forward and feeling like you have a very heavy weight and you need some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I have coffee.
I do like coffee. And Anda just kind of looks at Ash and goes, I was about to say miss.
You can
quick,
do.
how can... Oh, quick, how can I help you?
I need some surplus wording materials. Yes, but yes, it has to do with the demons coming, and I asked Rusty for it, and she said to come talk to you. So
Yes, I figured. She shuffles over. Probably, I imagine you're meeting her in her office or something. She kind of ruffles
Mhm.
for a bunch of papers and pulls out a couple of diagrams. First of all, she hands them to you. I've been asked to give these to all of my warding students. These are basic formations against demons, aberrations, and the like. You should find them useful.
Oh, excellent.
As update your words list later with some new subjects.
Cool.
And yes, Sir Steve came to me about the materials.
Excellent. I also need your permission to use some forbidden warding magic.
She narrows her eyes. Flesh? Soul?
Flesh, mostly.
Mm,
I don't know the one for souls.
good. That's very illegal. But nobody's gonna care if you use that out here.
Yeah, I didn't think anyone would care if I used it against fucking demons, but it's still, I have to ask. I did, sign a lot of papers.
First, that laws pose is only applied when you're discovered, so just don't go screaming about it.
Well, we're going to be fighting demons, so there's going to be a lot of screaming regardless.
Hopefully, mostly theirs. She shuffles over to one of her shelves and picks up what looks kind of like a very small briefcase and hands it to you. Here are some materials. I'm afraid I've been handing out a lot of these lately, so, well, hopefully it will be enough for you.
Well, every little bit helps.
As Ash, you're going to get 250 gold pieces worth of reagents for warding.
Hell yeah. I am going to... They're going to leave the pit to basically enter their own specifically tailored hell. They're just like, aha, we're out of the portal. We can't move, and I'm slowly disintegrating, and my flesh is peeling away, and everything hurts.
Oh yeah,
Hell,
I forgot to ask, did Ash ever make for one inscriber for warding?
yes.
Okay, I need to update your thingy, because you should be getting more of your free points to use per day.
Oh, I didn't realize I got points for that.
Oh. Yeah. Part of warding, you have a free pool of concordance equal to your craft ward's rank. This refreshes after 8 hours of rest, but otherwise can be used, well, point for point. But otherwise, a point of a ward costs 10 gold pieces.
Mm,
So it is feasible for you to draw very short-term wards against certain things. I just think you didn't really have enough concordance for it to be useful most of the times, because a lot of the subjects you have are very expensive.
yeah.
Yeah, because you'd have, what, you have 5 ranks? I imagine.
I should.
Oh wait, you're only level 4. Never mind, you should have 4 ranks.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah, you
my
have 4
other
ranks.
campaign that I have level 5.
Yeah. So you'd basically have 4 and whatever your, which I'm going to tell you is +2. So you'd have 6 points worth of free warding shit you can use per day, which, might be useful here if you want to save some of those reagents.
Oh no, I am going to be spending all of it.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, that was the thing. Pretty much all the effects you have are like +5, +5, +8. So, expensive. But I'll add that on my to-do list to update later. Is there anything else you wish to ask your teacher?
Not them. I got everything I wanted out of them.
Okay. In which case, we'll slide over to Ipos. Oh, wait, do you have someone else?
No, I was just going to say I'm going to be spending the rest of my my time for 3 days just basically just doing up wards for people at cost
Sure.
and just be like, okay, this needs to be reinforced, this needs to be reinforced, and this needs to be reinforced. Granted, if people want to throw extra money at me, I'm to say no, but it's like,
And
hi,
the
I'm
school's
here
paying
doing
people.
this for extra credit.
Yeah, and the school's paying people, so it's money if you want it.
Yeah,
TM.
sure. If the school's paying me, sure.
You got money. I'll roll for you now. Do you have Crafter's Fortune? We just don't get Crafter's Fortune, do we?
No.
Rip. Okay, never mind. I'll quickly roll you some money then. That'll PM you. But other than that, Ipos, you had
Honestly,
someone.
just update my sheet with it.
Okay. But Tinder, you had someone you wanted to talk to? No.
Yes, I did.
Dos. Tres. Ooh, nat 20. And who would that be?
Ipos is going to go and see Captain Blackie.
Ah, okay.
The wolf's a
Spoke about
captain
Blackfur
now.
again.
Yes, he's a captain now. I decided. It is
Is
within my power as a duke to make someone a captain.
I suppose.
Ipos
He's
has
got us there.
decided.
Tinder's got us there.
I don't
He
know
has
enough
the
about.
authority.
I don't know enough about dukes to contest that, so fair enough.
I mean, their nobility, they can assign people titles lower than themselves, technically.
Yeah, he's a captain.
And that's the fake captain's a higher title than Duke. Because the Fae have weird ordering in their titles.
They have weird ordering in the titles, but we're not in Feylands right now, so it's
Hey,
fine.
title,
I can do this. He's decided he can do this. And that's how it works with Fae.
Apparently.
Apparently.
But yeah, you can find old black fur still in the stable. Just
Yep.
kind of chilling.
And essentially, I'm going to do custom speak with animals. I believe I can do that. That's not
Yep,
like
it's
third
first
level
level
or
spell.
anything, is it? Yeah, good. To make this easier, and essentially, Epos is going to explain to him best as he can. Not going into details about demons and shit, but basically, bad things are coming. You can feel it. Animals can sense these things. Bad shit is coming to attack here. Next 3 moons, or next 3 days, you go out, gather your pack, come here, help fight demons, fight the bad thing. And I'm going to try and recruit Blackfur and his pack into helping defend the campus, either as spotters or harassing or straight up fighting, whatever they think they can do.
Okay. Give me your equivalent of diplomacy, please.
This be diplomacy or handle animal?
Well,
Because it's
for,
with an
like,
animal, but we're actually talking.
I'd say use whatever's highest, but probably more likely to be diplomacy because you're actually talking at it.
I'm gonna say, technically speaking, the druid thing for animals, I always forget what it's called.
Wild
Wild empathy.
empathy.
Yeah, wild empathy is diplomacy, so
Yeah, it's just typically wild empathy is worse than diplomacy because it's just your level plus charisma.
yeah.
Yeah, no
Be
miscellaneous
plus
bonuses.
9 at the moment, which would be worse than diplomacy. So
If you didn't have any miscellaneous bonuses, it's basically just you always have perfect skill ranks in it.
No class skill.
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, no class skill too.
Well, here's a diplomacy. I can throw down Honey Tongue as well because I was preparing for this.
Also, diplomacy partly makes sense because this doesn't sound like Sidewine's ordering the animals to do things. It sounds like he's
he's asking them. He's negotiating with them.
I mean, specifically, diplomacy has an entire category which is making requests.
Yes.
Work.
And I can roll twice because Honey Tongue. 24. Not nearly as good as I would like, but above average.
Old Blackfur still has VI, yes?
Yes. Yeah, so we cured him of his poison, so he's no longer being racked in pain and nightmares 24/7, but he does still have the eye.
Okay.
Because I don't have a way to recover his normal eyes at the moment, so he's having to make do with the funky magical eye.
Which, I mean, isn't in and of itself the eye just not even all that bad? Wasn't the poison that was the big problem?
The poison was the main big problem. The eye's not good, but it's not, horrific.
Yeah. It's not like actively hurting him.
I'm mainly checking because the eye removes any vulnerability to fear for him. In which case, old Blackfur, old as he is, gets up, kind of gives the grunt of approval, and heads off into the forest.
Yeah, Ippos helping.
Sure.
I meant I was helping the situation, not that I was helping him find his pack.
Oh, fair.
I can't really do that.
Wolves have noses. He'll function.
They have noses. He knows where his pack normally goes as well. It's his pack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Aside from that, he'll go around offering magical services as we discussed. At the same time, he'll inform people of his plan with Blackfur so they don't suddenly go, oh shit, we're being attacked by wolves as well.
Yeah. You can make it known. Okay then. Yes,
what would I roll for money making based off spells?
For spells, it's just you straight up get 25 gold pieces for every spell you use. Or can use.
Right. So, What do you use? And that's per day as well.
Yeah.
So all my spells per day. None of my sorcerer spells are really applicable, so it's just my druid.
Not surprising, to be honest.
Everyone gains money and I lose money. No,
unless they really want, I can clean their room for them.
Never good.
I have Scrivener's Chant. I can copy some documents for them.
No, most cantrips aren't applicable here, I'm afraid.
Oh,
They've got cantrips.
I shall work out how.
Yeah. Fair enough. Also, Cylon, that's your own fault. To confusion, goddammit. You could be
No.
feeding people Crafter's Fortune and shit.
No.
So it's 20 spells, and it was what, 25 a day?
Yeah. For every
Or
spell.
per spell?
If you have applicable
I don't
spells,
think
you
I
can make
have
bank.
any applicable spells for that. Unless people just suddenly need a bunch of healing.
I mean, healing's probably not as much thing because the fight hasn't started yet. I can look at your spell list and see. I think.
Yeah, that's basically
Mostly-
burning through all my first and second level druid spells every day. Minus the one for Honey Tongue.
Yeah, I don't think Ash has all too much that's helpful. Yeah, I'm afraid not for Ash. I mean, I guess I could see in large person. Large person, like, increase the size of equipment, right? It's got
Equipment
some
you're holding.
gigantic people with shovels.
You would very briefly have slightly stronger giants with shovels.
In fairness, I feel like a gigantic person could fell trees a lot faster than a smaller person.
Alternatively, if nothing else, their current capacity basically goes up by more than double.
Yeah, and they get a larger move speed.
Almost the same.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it went up by 10. Okay then, yeah, I'd say you could use enlarged person, which I'll add money to your sheet. Let's see, what else?